Welcome to another video from the farm. Today's a bit of a windy one, but we're finally cracking on with our movable chicken house. So we're making this chicken house on a giant ski, and we're doing that so we can tow it all around this field every couple of days, and we can move the chickens onto completely fresh ground. So then, to today's job, we're going to paint this ski. So this is the paint I'm going to be using. It is an oil-based gloss, and it's dark Brunswick green, which is like army green, tank green. So brush is ready, paint's mixed up a little bit. Let's go start. Now, because it's got white spirit in there as the sort of the drying agent, you don't want to get any flames anywhere near this because it's very flammable. So I had a local welder come and weld all this ski together for me, because I am not the best welder. I've only literally had a couple of goes at school, that was about it, so a long time ago as well now. And basically what I've done is I asked him to weld together some 3-inch pipes for the skis with these cross members here, and then sort of a square frame all around the edge as well. Now the square frame we're going to mount some wood onto, and then that's where we're going to fix on a very lightweight polytunnel type structure for the roof. And then all these bits on the inside, as well as creating strength between the two skis, they're going to act as roosts for the chickens. As you can see here, this paint goes on very nicely because it's such a high gloss and it's got that white spirit in it. Very forgiving on rough patches. If we look at this stuff that I did the other day, even though it got rained on as well whilst I did it, it's still a very good solid coat on there. So having the chicken house on a ski is going to be all round better. As you can see, we've got a 5-acre field to move it around here. This works well. The regulations we have in the UK, we can get up to 4 more of these, so we'll probably put 3 on, and then we'll have about 2,000 chickens on this field. All being well, but this ski builds into a nice little structure, and then we can move it around fairly easily. As you may have seen in previous videos, at the minute we keep our chickens in a static polytunnel. Now the plan for moving it around and up and down the field is either going to be a winch and a long rope, because we've got about 10 kilometres of rope, from either end to winch it up backwards and forwards. Or, all being well, we'll just use our little tractor if it remains light enough, and we'll just pull it around with that. So the square area of this inside the edge of the frame is enough to hold 600 birds with our UK regulations. Now that's going to be more than enough for one of these, I think. We'll probably put 500 in here and see how it gets on. Our main concern is whether or not in the future, if we make another one of these, all being well that this actually moves the way we intend it to, is that this middle start bowing in, so we might need a third ski. But yeah, we'll see, we'll see. We've got it done for today. All of the frame itself is painted now. Got every single joint, a nice good thick layer of the paint on, and then we've got all of the tops of these bars with a really good paint layer on, because these are where the chickens are going to be sitting, so we want this to be fairly corrosion free. So another advantage on this design, and why I got the guy to build it like this, is basically here we've got either pop holes or very easy areas we can just put a bit of board over or a bit of wire over to seal up. And then underneath all these bars we've got a nice big floor area that's going to be fresh grassed every couple of days. Now because it's all on the floor like this, we've got our scratch area which we need to have for our housing already inside. Now being on fresh ground every day is going to bring them all sorts of benefits. It's going to mean they get lots of fresh new grass shoots to pick over. They're also going to get to have a much more varied diet on insects, as when they move around they're going to move into different patches of grasses, different flowers, different areas that will have different insect populations living there. So we're going to wrap up for today now. As you can hear, it's just started getting ridiculously windy. We've got another storm blowing in. So that's it, part one over. We've got this painted. The next one, we'll start throwing some wood on here so we can get ready to build a structure on top of it. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a like. If you're not already a subscriber, don't forget to do so. Until next time, bye bye.